Hi everyone, in today's video we'll be talking about the three most important skill sets in the age of AI. In 2022 December, there were two scientific breakthroughs came out. One is ChatGPT. This is the AI model by OpenAI that is so powerful it can do literally anything human can do with human language. So there were a lot of excitement about it, but there were also concerns about it as well that AI might start to take jobs from human. The other one is nuclear fusion. It took place in Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, where scientists blasted 192 laser beams into a diamond cell, and for the first time they were able to produce more energy than they put in. This is significant because nuclear fusion has potential to provide human beings with a limitless amount of clean energy. It is clean because nuclear fusion is unlike nuclear fission process. It does not produce any harmful products. On the other hand, on Earth, we have ocean of water that provide us limitless amount of hydrogen atoms for the nuclear fission process. So this is equivalent to human beings building a sun-like device to harness the energy. Wait, you might wonder why I didn't hear about this. It didn't have as much media coverage because it might take another 3 decades to commercialize the technology. Because scientists need to simulate extremely high temperature and pressure within the sun, which makes a very challenging engineering problem to solve. But if you look at the time scale of decades instead of years, nuclear fusion is no less important than ChatGPT. And if you have trouble understanding the importance of nuclear fusion, picture a company that has a product equals to Tesla plus all the oil companies, then multiply by 10. Now back to the main topic. In today's video, I'll be talking about the most important 3 skill sets in the age of AI. It's actually not about coding or ChatGPT. Instead, I will be talking about 3 non-technical skill sets that can apply to any type of work you do. Because most of the technical skills, you can learn them in short time. And nowadays, even better with the help of ChatGPT. But as everybody is rushing to do the same thing, it's very important to think about the long game. I want to make a connection to nuclear fusion here because it's important to use a bigger time scale in terms of personal development to cultivate and grow those critical skills for the long run instead of only focusing on the near future. Number 1, critical thinking. This is probably the most important one. It involves the ability to observe, analyze, and infer. Observe means open your eyes and look at things objectively. Analyze means gather what you have, understand, and evaluate them. It's very important to be open-minded at this stage, and some common traps include ego and blind spots. Ego is something that you know but choose to look away because it's psychologically uncomfortable, while blind spots is something that you don't know what you don't know. And if you want to dig into the topic a little bit further, I recommend you to read Daniel's book, Principles, where he systematically broke down those topics. Now next, to infer means to be able to identify the patterns and the connections. And those patterns and connections might not be apparent in the beginning. And this is a really hard one. And for this, I will recommend you to check out the interview with Elon Musk by Lex Friedman, where they talk about the importance of first principle analysis. Now, in the example, ChatGPT, it seems doesn't do a good job of reasoning and logic, for example, riddles. So in the near future, AI will be likely taking over a number of routine jobs. So it's more than important for humans to be able to think critically and solve some of the more complex problems. The second most important skill is creativity. A general problem with AI is they are limited by what they saw. Essentially, what human AI scientists feed them as training data. If you ask Midjourney to reproduce a koi fish painting in the style of Van Gogh, it will produce something very nice. But if Midjourney never saw the art of Van Gogh, it will be very difficult for it to come up with something like that. So generative AIs have some degree of creativity, but they are also bound by a set of rules set by humans, so they cannot think out of the box. So to be able to come up with new ideas and thinking creatively will help you to stand out in a world where innovation is a key. Technological innovations such as automation can boost productivity and efficiency by order 10 or sometimes more. The third most important skill is people skills. When AI is changing many industries, it's not replacing the human interactions. Most of work are still done in teams, so being able to collaborate without communicate clearly and building relationships are key to success. Next, when AI is taking over some of the routine jobs, when it comes to decision making, it's still mostly human have the final vote. And that makes the skill of storytelling, stakeholder management, and influencing people very valuable to have. Finally, to wrap up today's video, I have a couple notes to share. A lot of folks are concerned that AI will take jobs from people. My interpretation for that is AI will not take jobs from people, but people with AI skills will. So it's important to keep learning and upgrade yourself with the latest skill sets. The second note is we talk about 3 skills today, including critical thinking, creativity, and people skills. And I don't do a really good job on either of 3, so they are on my priority list to develop as well. But of course, the list of important skills goes much longer than that, so feel free to comment below to share your thoughts as well as what else you think is important to have.